Are you wondering, is wheat bad for you? I just got done reading a bunch of books, and there's one in particular that I want to talk about here today that was really, really interesting, kind of opened my eyes up a little bit more towards wheat. And I want to tell you guys a story about a guy that I know who totally eliminated wheat and the changes that he saw in his body. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like to use and have and books we read to hopefully get healthy. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So one thing I've been getting into lately is nutrition and understanding kind of where, what happens in your body with the nutrition that you've been given to put into it. And I recently have been getting into like the keto diet, and I read the Bulletproof diet. And then after I reading that book, I was listening to a podcast, and I heard I actually heard an interview with this guy who's a doctor, cardiologist by the name of William Davis. And he wrote this book called Wheat Belly. And it's basically the biochemistry of wheat whenever it enters into the body and kind of how your body reacts to it. And then what I found really interesting is that he also takes a look at like some kind of extreme cases to see how their bodies react to it, so you can get kind of a range, if you will, of the reaction that you can have. Like in particular, he talks a lot about celiac disease, because they're very, very, what's the right word? Very, very like high reactive to gluten, and that's the main thing that's in wheat. And it's gluten is the thing that's like really they're contemplating is really causing a lot of epidemics in society. You know, obesity and all the diseases and cardiovascular health and all that type of stuff. So I have been choosing to start doing a wheat elimination from the house, kind of slowly getting rid of some things. The book, he has another book called The Whole Wheat 10-Day Grain Detox. And it's like, here's 10 days of what you need to do, make it happen, go do it now. If you guys want to check out either of these books, I'll link them up down in the description below. Y'all can go read other people's reviews about them, not just take my word for them. I just kind of wanted to come here and give you a little summary. But this one was really interesting because he talks about like, okay, this is all the things you need to look for in the ingredients list on all the foods that you have in your house. Throw out all the ones that have those ingredients because they're not good for you. And then you need to go to the store and buy these, cook these meals, these smoothies, these breakfast, lunches, and dinners, and go and have yourself a grain-free life or a wheat-free life. And I've been kind of experimenting lately too. I don't know if y'all saw the previous video that I did of me unboxing some of that coconut flour. And coconut flour is a good alternative to wheat flour, whole wheat flour, all those flours that have gluten in them. And so I've noticed I actually like the consistency of it a little bit better. It's a little bit more dense. You do have to mix out. We've been mixing coconut flour with almond flour. It's also a good way to get some of the good nutrients that are in those nuts into your diet. And like I said, it gets rid of a lot of the gluten. Now, another thing that he talked about in this book, the first book that he wrote, is talked about gluteal morphine, which is a part of the gluten molecule that actually attaches to the same brain receptor that morphine does, the drug morphine. And so because it attaches to the same receptor, your body continually wants more and more. You literally become addicted to it because it's filling in that receptor. So once you start to eliminate that, you're going to have like this withdrawal period. And he said in this book that it could be more intense for some people, all the different symptoms that you have of withdrawal, or it could be a little bit easier, like some of the other people. Just after a couple of days of feeling bad, they kind of felt better and they were, good to go, lots of energy and feeling really great. So like I said, I have been doing some of this wheat elimination, and my barber actually, he's been doing paleo diet for a couple of years now, and for the past like 6 months, he switched from doing paleo to having more of just a carnivore diet, basically eating like meats and butters and ghee and that type of stuff. And I've just, I go get my hair cut about every 2 months, and he has lost like a ton of weight. He's looking really thin, and he used to drink a lot of beer and whatnot, and he had, a little bit of a beer belly to him and whatnot. But ever since going on paleo and then carnivore diet and cutting out all the grains, he even cuts out like a lot of fruits and vegetables, especially fruits, because fruits have a lot of fructose in it, and your body is just going to take that and turn it into sugar. And I was watching a biochemist on YouTube who who talks about, he goes through the molecular breakdown of fructose in the body, and it actually achieves the same result that alcohol does in the body, which I thought to be very, very interesting. If you guys want to go on, like, it's like an hour and a half long guy standing at a podium giving a presentation with a slideshow type of thing. It's pretty boring, but if y'all want to check it out, I'll link it up down in the description below. Y'all can go watch that. But I definitely recommend these two books, just if you're looking for kind of some alternative views to nutrition these days. You know, a lot of what they're telling you is to eat healthy whole grains and low fat, high carb diets and those types of things. And what I'm learning is that your body needs fats. They need good fats, though. You know, they need a grass-fed butter. They need a little bit of olive oil. They need fats from meats. There's actually a book that my wife got that I'm really interested in reading called Trim Healthy Mama. I'll link that up down in the description below for all the women out there. But it's a book more geared towards moms, but it's kind of the same basic principles as what I'm reading in all these very more scientific nutrition books. So, definitely recommend these. If you guys want to see the Bulletproof diet, that's kind of the one that got me started on it all. I did a review of that book. I'll link that up right there. You guys go click that video. I'll see y'all in that video. Thank you, dads, for watching. Let me know what kind of nutrition recommendations you guys have down in the comments below. I'd be curious to learn from you guys if y'all are interested in this type of stuff. Thank y'all for watching. That thumbs up is always appreciated, and dad out.